Good evening. You are watching Vector News 24, independent, global, unfiltered. Tonight, we launch our first broadcast with the stories shaping the world right now. From global security and geopolitics to markets, technology, and power in transition. This is not opinion television, this is not clickbait, this is Vector News 24. Let's begin. We begin with breaking developments following a deadly security incident in a major Western city. Authorities confirm multiple fatalities and injuries after an armed attack during a public cultural event attended by families and children. Emergency services responded within minutes. Police sealed off the area and launched a large-scale security operation. Officials say the investigation is ongoing and are urging the public to avoid speculation, as motives are still being assessed. What is clear is the broader pattern. Across multiple Western countries, security agencies are facing rising threats from lone actor attacks, ideological extremism, and intelligence failures. Governments are once again confronting uncomfortable questions. Are current security policies working? Are intelligence services overwhelmed? And why do warnings so often come after tragedy strikes? Public trust depends not on speeches, but on prevention. We will continue to follow this story and bring updates as verified information becomes available. Turning now to geopolitics. Military observers are closely monitoring unusual activity on strategic communication channels, including legacy Cold War-era broadcast systems still used for command and control signaling. Analysts emphasize that such activity does not automatically indicate escalation. However, it does signal heightened alertness within military command structures. These systems exist for one reason: to ensure orders can be transmitted under any conditions, including cyber warfare or infrastructure disruption. In recent years, the world has quietly drifted back into an era where deterrence, signaling, and strategic ambiguity define relations between major powers. The real story is not personalities. It is structural. Multipolar competition, erosion of arms control frameworks, and the return of hard power as the ultimate guarantor of sovereignty. This is the new global reality. Meanwhile, in Europe, political instability continues to spread. One European government has collapsed following mass protests led largely by younger voters. The causes are familiar: economic stagnation, rising living costs, corruption, loss of trust in institutions. This is not an isolated event. Across the continent, traditional political parties are losing legitimacy. Voter turnout is declining. Public confidence is eroding. A generation raised during financial crises and social fragmentation is rejecting the post-Cold War political consensus. Europe now faces a choice: reform or prolonged instability. Let's turn to the global economy. Markets today reflected growing uncertainty. Equities came under pressure as investors moved toward defensive assets. Asian markets closed mixed. European indices struggled for direction, and futures point to a cautious opening in the United States. Key drivers include persistent inflation, rising debt servicing costs, and fears of slower global growth. Commodities tell their own story. Energy prices remain volatile. Gold continues to attract safe haven demand. Currencies are increasingly used as geopolitical tools rather than neutral instruments. The era of cheap money is over. The era of financial realism has begun. In technology news, artificial intelligence continues to advance faster than regulation can keep up. AI-generated video, synthetic presenters, and automated content are already reshaping global media. These tools increase efficiency, but they also raise serious questions. Who controls the narrative? What happens to trust? And how does the public distinguish reality from simulation? At Vector News 24, we believe transparency matters. Technology is a tool, not a substitute for judgment. Briefly, to weather and regional updates. Severe winter conditions continue to impact parts of North America and Europe. Heavy snowfall and freezing temperatures are disrupting transport, energy infrastructure, and daily life. Authorities are urging caution as power demand rises and travel conditions worsen. In sports, several high-profile teams face disappointing results overnight. Coaches and players are under renewed pressure as seasons approach critical stages. Full analysis will be available later in the program cycle. As we close tonight, remember this: the world is changing faster than headlines can keep up. Power is shifting, systems are under strain. Our mission at Vector News 24 is simple: to cut through noise, ideology, and distraction, and to deliver clear understanding of the forces shaping your future. Thank you for watching our inaugural broadcast. This is Vector News 24. Good night, and stay informed.